Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a sit down video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these videos here on my channel, and I have been wanting to film this video for a while now. Obviously with everything going on, I think a lot more people maybe did work from home. Maybe you still are, maybe you have to some days a week because you're accommodating for your little ones, you know, not being in school as much. So I wanted to film this video for all of these stay-at-home moms, for all of the work from home parents, whatever your title may be. Maybe you can take home some little bit of points. So I wanted to share with you guys kind of how I survive and how I manage as a single work from home mom with one child. It doesn't matter how many children you have, that's just me. Those are my titles. I'm a single mom, stay-at-home mom, work from home mom of an only child. Whatever title you want to call it. I am home all the time, managing being a mom and working at the same time. So I've kind of finally gotten into my groove of things and routine and kind of know the ins and outs of handling things and kind of how I structure my day and when I can get tasks done and kind of how I've gotten my daughter to be such a good independent player. So I wanted to share with you guys all of my tips and kind of recommendations as far as what works for myself and my daughter goes, and how we've kind of worked seamlessly into the stay-at-home, work-from-home mom situation here. If you guys like videos like these, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, are you working from home right now? Are you a stay-at-home mom and you need these tips on like how to survive and like be a human but be a mom at the same time and take care of your household and wear all the hats basically. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and we will jump right into it. So I made a bunch of notes in my phone kind of as we were going along our days and wrote some things down here and there so that I wouldn't forget anything that I wanted to mention. The first and number one thing I'm going to mention here is waking up before Sydney. So for me personally, I wake up about 45 minutes to an hour before Sydney does. It has been a life changer as far as just being a human goes because I can actually wake up before her, have my hot coffee and kind of like rub my eyes and wake up mentally before I have to just boom, turn on the cheeriness and be mom instantly. I don't know about you guys, but when my child wakes up, she needs my instant energy. Like she needs me to be ready to go, wearing all hats, get breakfast going, bring her to the potty, get her dressed, get like life. And it's just, if I don't wake up before her, all of that energy in my face in the morning, I'm like, so I just can't. I can't even function. I can barely get my coffee in. I don't even get to sit down without taking a sip, which is fine, you're mom, but at the same time, I need that me time in the mornings, even if I'm not getting dressed and doing my hair and doing my makeup and like getting my life together. It's just the simple fact of waking myself up mentally before I have to wear all the hats and put on an energetic smiley face and do all of these things before I'm actually awake. It has been a game changer and I highly recommend doing that if you are able to swing it as far as like getting enough sleep goes. If you're able to do it, I highly recommend even a half hour before your little one wakes up is a game changer. If she sleeps in enough, then I'm able to sometimes get dressed, do my hair, do my makeup, or get a little bit of work done on the computer. Usually I don't do my hair and makeup unless we have somewhere to be or like super early, but I might get on the computer and do some work and get some of those things done, like get a thumbnail done since my full-time job is being a YouTuber. Sometimes I will, you know, edit a thumbnail, edit the description box of a video and finish getting a video uploaded. But usually I don't do a whole lot of anything. Just drink my coffee, maybe put on the Today Show and handle myself for a second here. My next biggest tip is music. I thrive, and so does Sydney, we thrive on music and just having a background music. I usually pick Disney, Pandora, or whatever it may be. Sometimes it's my music, like country music, and then other times, most of the time, it's Disney music just on Pandora. So it's playing in the background. So while I'm doing chores or dishes or getting myself dressed, doing whatever it needs to be done, I have music playing. Sydney loves music. She can dance. I feel like it fills the room with much needed energy and happy energy, and it kind of gives us something to do. Like we dance, we don't have to think about anything. So she's kind of occupied listening to music and dancing and playing and like starting her day while I'm getting myself dressed and ready for the day. And music can be any time of the day. I usually put it on fairly early in the day or whenever there's downtime, but I don't want there to be screen time. I'll put music on and do my chores as well. That's just a huge tip of mine. If you're able to, and you know, your little one's not like doing school Zoom calls or you working like that, if you're able to and you have some downtime, even on the weekends, if you're not working, I highly recommend just playing music to get some ambiance going and some energy filling the room. It always peps me up and puts me into a better spirit as well. Even if I'm listening to the same Frozen song over and over again, it still helps my energy and my mood. These are kind of in no order. I can definitely film an all day routine and kind of schedule and let you know our kind of schedule if that's what you want to see, but I don't know how many of you can relate because I'm a YouTube mom. It's totally up to you. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. But my next recommendation is to really set a routine and structure and kind of schedule out your day. You don't have to necessarily, I mean, if you're super into schedules, then you can block out your times. But I personally need to be flexible, and that's just me. Like if I can't stick to a certain amount of time, I might get stressed and anxious, and then just my whole day goes to, you know. But I also thrive on structure and routine, and so does Sydney, and she has ever since she's been a baby, and it totally makes sense to me now. You know, babies thrive when they have like specific nap times or specific night times and a specific nighttime routine and just specific dinner time routine. Like people in general, I think, thrive off of routine and schedule. So that is what I do for my day. In order to get some sort of structure, I have to be disciplined with my job. Otherwise, I would get nothing done or I'd be behind all the time, which I have been. Before I had my kind of schedule planned out, I was always behind. I felt like I was always just trying to play catch up, and that's just a horrible feeling. It gives me anxiety even just remembering that thought. And how that was. So we kind of go about our day the same almost every single day. I mean, obviously we do different things. Some days we stay home all day. Some days, you know, I have to go run errands and things like that. But we usually, so I wake up before Sydney, and then she'll wake up around like 8:30 sometimes. And then we'll do breakfast. We'll get ready for our day and listen to music. 3 days a week, we do preschool at home. So that's the blocked out time there. And then I usually do some sort of editing and work a little bit in the mornings if I'm uploading a video. So like 3 days a week, well, Momtober, it's every single day. So I will usually do a little bit of work on the computer, and then by 11 o'clock, we are done preschool if it's preschool day, or we are done, you know, I'm done my work for editing, and then we will have some outdoor time. So I usually give her outdoor time as long as, you know, weather permitting. I give her some outdoor play so she can just run, play with any outside toy she can, run around, breathe in fresh air, and get her energy out. I think it is so important for kids to be able to play outside and go run around, play in dirt, pick up leaves, throw sticks, whatever it is that kids do. I just think it's so important. And also it clears your mind. It helps me too to get fresh air. Even if I just make us lunch and we go sit outside and eat it, it helps me so much to be outside. We go for some walks, and then after our outdoor time, you know, we either have lunch outdoors or we have lunch inside. And then Sydney usually has downtime, like her quiet time, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, depending on how tired she gets. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's 4:30. And then that is when I'm usually doing the dishes, doing laundry, doing some house chores, and then I will start to cook dinner. So while I'm cooking dinner is usually when Sydney has some screen time with the TV. I don't like her to have a ton of TV time, but she does probably have about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of screen time a day. I mean, some days she doesn't watch TV at all. It obviously depends on the day, but on an average day, it's about an hour, hour and a half worth of TV. And then we have our dinner around 5:30 every night. And then bedtime is at 7. So we sort of, you see what I mean? We sort of have that schedule, but it's not super structured. We can be flexible about it, but we sort of have the same routine every single day. Midday, you know, might be errands, and then during her downtime, instead of doing chores, if I have to work and I'm particularly busy, I might edit on the computer while she's having her downtime. But for the most part, that is our like structure for our day. So I just find that that is the best thing for us, is to have some sort of routine that we can kind of mentally and emotionally, subconsciously, you know, be ready for. So while I am doing chores or having to work, I'm just gonna say chores because I am a stay-at-home mom. So that's what I do during the day. I either work or do chores. That's all I do. But while I am doing my tasks, and I don't want Sydney to have screen time, I set her up with some activities, whether it be, you know, Play-Doh, kinetic sand, crayons and markers, and I set her up. I usually set her up, if she's gonna play with something messy, right in the kitchen at her little table, so that I know there's not gonna be some disaster that I'm gonna be stressed over next, and she can play with that by herself while I'm in the same room as her. I found that it helps so much if I'm in the same room as her. She doesn't feel like she's so alone all the time, or like mommy never played with me. I can talk and interact with her and like stop folding the laundry for 5 seconds to help her with something or play with her for just a second. But doing that has helped me a lot too, because I keep her busy and occupied. And then also little worksheets. So while we're doing preschool 3 days a week, she does worksheets, and I usually print off a bunch extra so she can do them whenever she has downtime, and she loves doing them. Half the time it's dot marker activities, traceable activities, or just coloring, and she likes doing them, or playing with stickers. So I'll give her some busy work to do. We're gonna call it work, it's fun. I just give her some busy work to do while I'm doing some sort of task, and then she otherwise plays dress up, she plays pretend with her friends, she plays with her stuffed animals, running around and dancing, again with the music, putting music on. But yeah, definitely giving her some busy work and having some things on hand that I know she can play with independently has been a lifesaver as well. So moving on to the next thing has to be doing things in small increments. So I do my tasks in small increments. So I might do the dishes or empty the dishwasher, which might take me, you know, like 10-15 minutes or so to empty the dishwasher, put everything away, dry them, and then reload the dishwasher. And I can do anything for 10 to 15 minutes, and Sydney almost 100% of the time is okay for just 10 to 15 minutes and doesn't need me unless it's like a quick potty trip. But she doesn't necessarily, you know, beg me to play with her in those minutes. So I just allow myself to have just a small period of time where I do one task. I don't have to accomplish everything in the world in the afternoon, but I do block out, okay, 15 minutes to do this task, and then I get it done. And then I might give her attention. I might color with her. I might snuggle with her on the couch for a second, or like have a dance party with her, or just pick her up and give her a snack or something, some sort of attention, like, you know, talking to her one-on-one. And I find that that helps so much, that she doesn't feel like she's just been alone the whole afternoon. She feels like she's been played with and has that attention from mommy, so that when I have my task to do, she's okay to be independently playing by herself. That has been huge. Another thing that I do personally, since I'm a YouTuber, my job is, you know, editing videos and doing things like that. I do a lot of work at night when she's gone to bed. So right now I'm filming and she's sleeping, and what time is it? It is 9:45 at night, and I'm currently editing a video, and then I'm gonna, when I'm done filming this video, edit this video as well. And usually I would stop my work around 10 o'clock at night is when I try to stop. Well, we're in Momtober right now, so there's just no bar. I work all the time. There's no routine or structure with Momtober life, but typically I would stop editing around 10 p.m. and make sure I go to bed by 10:30. I really try not to go past 11 p.m. and that is just to save my sanity. Getting enough sleep has been a game changer for my attitude, for my happiness. I feel healthier. I just feel so much more energetic if I get to sleep at a decent hour. And then I'm able to wake up a little bit easier before Sydney. It's just full circle when it comes to things like that. So I highly recommend sticking with the same kind of routine and structure. Block out your day with times and kind of, you know, break up your chores. You don't have to necessarily get every single thing done in this one block of time. Don't stress yourself out. Give yourself some grace. I know there are a lot of people out there who maybe just get anxiety with a really messy house. So another big tip of mine is to clean up throughout the day instead of allowing, which I'm guilty of, I allow there to be a big pigsty mess sometimes because I'm so busy doing my other tasks or working that I'm not able to clean up throughout the day. Or Sydney, you know, she's 3.5, she can, but she also, you know, we'll get there, okay? We'll get there with the whole picking up thing. But my biggest tip is to try to clean up as much as you can during the day as well. If you see your child's done playing with that one thing, quickly clean it up, and it takes like 2 minutes, right? Versus at the end of the night when you're left with a pigsty, you don't even want to clean it up because you know it's going to take you a half hour to an hour to clean it up. So if you just clean up a little bit throughout the day after every single task or every single meal or activity your child has played with, it makes your life so much easier so that you can kind of clear your mental headspace for the nighttime and just have me time at night if you don't have to work. That has helped me so much. Ever since I got my new living room decor, it's been amazing because I feel like I want to keep my living room looking nice and neat. So toys stay in the playroom, or if they're brought in the living room, as soon as you're done playing with them, hey, let's clean it up, put it back where it belongs, and we try to stick to that. And as far as dishes go, dishes are inevitable, and so is laundry. I try so hard to clean up as we go, immediately put the dishes in the dishwasher when I can, or immediately wash them by hand after a meal. Sometimes this doesn't happen because, you know, hey, let's go outside while it's still sunny out, and things like that. But those are just little things that I do throughout the day to kind of make it a little bit more manageable as a work from home, stay at home single mom to one child. Sydney has become the best independent player, and I know part of that is because she kind of has no choice. She's the only child, and mommy works from home. I've had to really communicate with Sydney and tell her, hey, I need to get this done in 10 minutes. I'm going to be all yours. I'll snuggle you after I'm done doing this one task. And so that way she knows what to expect. When mommy is done doing the dishes, she's gonna come hang with me for a second, and then for a little bit, you know, we'll play, and then after that mommy has to do this. So I kind of communicate with her, and I don't, you know, I just treat her like she's my peer, and she can kind of handle that as well. If I just keep her out of the loop, then she doesn't know what to expect. She has no idea when mommy's gonna ever give me attention again, or she has, you know, why did we suddenly stop playing outside and now I have to, you know, be playing alone and mommy's working on her computer. You know, I kind of like give her a heads up throughout the day so that she kind of knows what to expect next and isn't thrown off guard. And I think that's really helped her be an independent player as well. She loves to play with her little stuffed animals, imaginary friends, and she loves to play dress up and play pretend food. Even if I'm in the middle of working or in the middle of a task, Sydney might bring me a plate of food, like pretend food, and say, Mommy, I made you a smoothie, and I play with her while I'm working at the same time. You know, you kind of multitask, and she still feels included, or she'll like come sit next to me while I'm doing whatever task it is. Like the other night I was folding my laundry, but snuggling with her at the same time watching a movie. You know what I mean? As a mom, we all multitask and wear all kinds of hats at the same time. So that is gonna do it for my tips and kind of how I'm surviving as a stay-at-home, work from home, single mom to one child, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you got some inspiration, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in tomorrow's video.